What's going on, guys? Chaseontwowheels for a video about my own motorcycle. Guys,
what? You own and ride your own motorcycle?
I know.
What?
Every bike you guys see on this channel is almost always not mine. I'm always building a bike that I'm going to give away. I'm always riding a motorcycle that's not mine. Today, my MT10 goes Super Saiyan. Here's what I'm doing with this thing. I'm moving away from the whole dad vibe, and I'm going for, I want to ride this thing the way I want to ride it. To do that, I need a couple things. I've got this cool windscreen from Puig. Next up, one of the main reasons I haven't been riding my MT10 is the tire situation. If you guys can't tell, it's kind of flat in the middle, and they're terrible. Now, last year, I went for the press launch of the 2023 Yamaha MT10, and that bike freaking slayed. I absolutely loved it. When I got back to the shop, I texted my Yamaha guy, and I was like, dude, what tires were on those motorcycles? Because I absolutely love them. Turns out they were Bridgestone Battle Axes. I absolutely loved them. We were in the mountains riding hard. They did a phenomenal job. When I found that out, I ordered those tires so damn fast. You have no idea. So we're gonna be putting those on today. The final thing we're gonna be doing is we're gonna DIY paint the whole bike.
Slight cosmetic change.
You guys, this is a super iconic look for the MT10. You've got you've got the matte gray, this is a little custom here, and then the orange wheels. Now this look is fine. I think it looks cool, but for a while, I have wanted something just ridiculous. I want something on this motorcycle that I can post it on Instagram and people be like, what in the hell did you do to that motorcycle? So the colors I am going to paint it are gold. Gold! I went through an Instagram just rabbit hole, just scrolling and scrolling. I saw this and I'm like, that seems ridiculous enough that it should work. So I've got all this DupliColor paint, all the process stuff. We are going to find out in today's video, can you fully DIY paint your own motorcycle fairings and wheels?
And wheels, that's gonna be the hard part.
The hard part is gonna be the wheels. You guys, look how complicated these wheels are. One, they are vibrant orange. Secondly, well, whatever color you want to call this, but look, you've got all these holes and stuff in there. Today is going to be a very interesting day, and that brings me to a good point. This is going to be a super multi-day video. We're at the end of the day today, so what our plan is, get the bike rolled outside and get it washed. It has been sitting in this garage. Actually, hold this.
You're going to start it on these stands?
I haven't cranked this bike up in like 3 months.
Yeah, buddy!
What? If you guys are new here, you probably didn't know I had an SC Project exhaust on my MT10, and it's a little loud.
The amount of like smoke that just flew out of that exhaust.
Today's video should be fun. It might be a little long. If it is, we'll have chapter markers in the video so you guys can click to where you want to go. From what I understand, we have to clean it and then sand it and clean it and sand it and spray it and clean it. It's a really long process. We're gonna take you guys through the entire thing. Buckle up, boys. She's finally getting the attention she needs. Let's get her washed. Also guys, all the stuff we're using in today's video, I'll show you guys what we're using as we get to it. But if you guys want a comprehensive list of all the stuff we're doing, there's going to be a link in the description in case you're painting your own MT10 Gold. Alright guys, while the dude set up the power washer, I think we need to do a ceremonial montage of the MT10 as it is now. That way we know where she started. So, let's check her out. so the reason we're starting out with a power wash is because, one, this bike has literally been sitting for quite a while. But even if you were going to do this yourself, you're going to ride motorcycles on the road. There's going to be road grime all over it. I mean, look at all the nastiness. You can't have any of that if you're doing a paint job on your bike. So power washing it is the first step to getting it clean. But we also have some chemicals that we're going to be cleaning later with it. But you got to start out with a power wash.
Oh my god, that was great. Wow, none of us expected that to happen. Dude, I'm so dumb. I literally just realized that this is an older set of Battle Axe tires.
How crazy is that? Hey, good news is I've had these tires forever.
All right, my friends, that there is a clean 2019 Yamaha MT10.
All right, so it's about 6 o'clock. We are gonna head out of here. So we gotta roll the MT10 in here, let it chill overnight, and then when we come in tomorrow, we will start cleaning round 2. See you guys in a second. All right, guys, it's been a couple of weeks. We have other projects that we had to jump on, but we are back on the MT10, got it prepped up, and today is prep day. So our goal by the end of the day is we want to get all of the stuff off that we're going to be painting, and we are going to make a paint booth in the shop. This should be interesting. Pat, you ready? Today's gonna be fun. Alrighty guys, as you can see our little makeshift table here, we have all the pieces of the motorcycle that are going to be painted removed, except for the tires on the bottom. But if we remove those here, the bike is stuck here. So what we're gonna do is move the bike into this area because, as I told you guys, we are creating a paint booth over here, which you guys are gonna see here in a second. So we want to make sure we remove the tires where the bike is like cool to stay. So we're gonna move the bike and get the tires off, and then we'll keep on chucking. Alright guys, next up we got a couple little prepping things to do. I'm going to be taping off the wheels, these little pieces here that we don't want painted, and Pat's going to be working on getting the gas tank prepped, getting the top off, gas out, stuff like that. prepped up and ready to go. All pieces have been removed. The wheels have been taped off. Now you guys are going to notice the gas tank, the top of it is not taped yet, but we just got the gas out of it, so there's still like gas fumes coming out, so we can't really tape it yet. We're gonna tape that tomorrow. But the last thing we have to do is turn this area into a paint booth. Here's my thought. I'm gonna put drop cloth up here, along the door, and then we're gonna try to use wood pieces that will hang off the edge and create, like, if I put 2 drop cloths here and here, we should have a doorway, I think. So the best thing we have is let's just do it. Let's see what happens. Sorry guys, the main camera card full, so you're on this cam. So that's our paint booth currently. Alrighty guys, back for day 3 of working on the MT10, and we are at the stage of sanding. So now I've got to kind of like scuff up all of the fairings, the tank, and the wheels so that paint can adhere to them. So I have been recommended for the fairings to do the 320. They recommended 400, but I couldn't find any 400, so I'm just gonna do 320 and hopefully it works in a little sanding block. So I'm gonna get in our little paint booth. I'm just gonna throw some headphones on and just rock through scuffing up all of the fairings. So we have the fairings all scratched up. So these are all good to go. Now I'm going to work on the tank and the wheels, getting them scratched in with this little Scotch-Brite red pad. So that's what we're going to be doing now, get those scratched up, and then we will get to the cleaning process. Everything is sanded down. Look at the Scotch-Brite pad. It's basically orange now. As you guys can see, there is a just scratch coat over everything. And now before we start painting, you're supposed to clean off everything with this multi-purpose, can you guys see that? Foaming prep cleaner. So from what I understand, this is just going to get all the material off. We got to let it dry after this, and then we can start painting. So cleaning time. Stuff seems to be dry. Now we are going into fairing only prep mode. I have this stuff we need to spray on the fairings so that stuff will stick to them. Plastic adhesion promoter. So these are only for the plastics, the fender, the side pieces, and all that. We're gonna get all of these pieces of fairing put up on wood blocks so that they're kind of elevated, and we're gonna do 1 to 2 coats of the adhesion promoter before we paint. So I'm gonna get the table prepped up, and during the spray process, I might wear an action camera on me. I don't think I'm gonna have this camera in here, you know, just for safety. Let me get all that set up, and we'll start spraying. And if I'm spraying, I have an outfit. So this is pre-spray chase, spray ready chase. Tyvek suits are awesome. We have a bit of a delicate process now. I have let the gold fairings dry for 30 minutes, which they should be movable now based on the can. I need to move them out of the paint booth so I can put the black stuff inside, because I was painting all the gold stuff together, all the black stuff together, and I'm gonna do the wheels separately. So I'm gonna get the gold stuff out very delicately, get it on the ground, let it be chilling, and then move the black stuff in. When I first ordered this gold stuff, I looked at the cap and I was like, I don't know if that's really gold enough for what the look I'm going for, but having all those pieces painted, so excited right now. All right, so running out of time. I gotta get to painting all the black stuff. Here we go. So I've got the black pieces drying now. They need to dry for an hour before I can do anything else with them. My plan was to do all the painting today, but I'm kind of running out of time. So, and obviously you guys can see, I have not touched the wheels. And with the wheels, you have to do the sandable primer first. Obviously those things are orange, so that'll get a color on them, and I can sand these down and it'll fill in the little cracks. But I think I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow to finish that up. It's just, this is one of those processes where you can't really speed it up. Once you do a coat, you have to wait 10 minutes before you can do the next coat, so you can only do so many. So tomorrow we will do the wheels, and if everything works out, maybe the clear coat in the same day. So I'll see you guys then, and we'll get going on that step. Alrighty, my friends, we are back at it. Next step, we have to do sandable primer. I've got the other stuff that has, you guys can't see the gold. It is looking so good now that it's dried for a day or so. Got everything covered because we're getting a little bit of overspray on the floor, just trying to protect everything. So now we have sandable primer time. As you guys can see, we've got the wheels taped off, but this orange is so vibrant. Got to put something on there so that the gold will go through. So what we're gonna do is do this half of the wheel on each wheel. We're gonna probably do 2 coats, maybe 3, and after those coats we're gonna flip it over and do the other side. I think that's the best way to kind of like segment all of this stuff out. So that's the plan. We're gonna get to it. I'm gonna get my GoPro on and I'll do the GoPro for the first couple times, and then I'll just rock through the steps. So sandable primer, then we get to turn these things gold, which I am so stoked about. has been about an hour and a half since I got the coat of primer on. It says to give it 30 minutes, but I just wanted to give it a little extra time. It looks relatively dry, so I think I'm going to turn these over and do what I did here on the other side. Just got done doing our live show, and that gives us time for this stuff to dry. So this is the other side of the wheels. I have let them dry, flipped them over, and this sandable primer now looks dry, so we can finally start the golding of the wheels. So I've got just the same gold as I used on the fairings. We're gonna do the same process. 3 coats on one side, let them dry for at least an hour, and then flip them over and paint the other side. So we're gonna get that going so we can get this painting wrapped up. We are on the final coat of gold, period. After this, I am able to head out of here, and then I will come back in the morning for the clear coat. But these wheels are looking so cool. I knew gold was gonna look good, but like, I think it's gonna look freaking awesome. So I'm gonna get that last coat on to wrap up the paint. Alrighty guys, painting is totally done. So now the dry time says an hour or something like that, but I'm going to head home, let everything just like super dry overnight. Tomorrow morning, it is time to clear coat. So this stuff will be easily dried by then. So tomorrow, clear coat, and then we install everything back on the MT10. Gonna be an exciting day. Let's cut to tomorrow. All right, guys, it's the next morning. All of this paint has been drying overnight, and now we are ready to clear coat. But I figured before that, let's take a look at all of these, because look at it. You guys got to check this stuff out. How good does all that freaking look? I am stoked. So happy with how the gold is turning out. So before we do the clear coat, this stuff, this multi-purpose phoning prep cleaner, they say to use this in between every single step of this process. So I'm gonna clean all the stuff, that way all the sediment that has fallen on the stuff overnight can get cleaned off, and then we will be ready for the clear coat, which will be the final step. Then we can start reassembly. So let's clean this stuff. You're supposed to do 3 coats. 1 super light coat, 2nd coat should be done after 10 minutes, and then the 3rd coat should look wet after you apply all of it. I think I might do more than 3 coats, at least on the wheels, because you guys know wheels get real nasty, so might want a little bit stronger of a coat there. This is a really time-intensive thing, so I'll try to grab the GoPro and grab all the shots that I can, but obviously I can't really film while I'm in there. So, final step, then we can start reassembly. Coat of the clear has been sprayed. As you guys can see, the wheels still looking a little wet, which is apparently how they're supposed to look. So, I've got to wait 30 minutes while those things dry, and I'm still waiting for the other pieces here to get, they say they need 2 hours of drying before you can handle them. So, letting those finish up, and in about 30 minutes, I should be able to start the install process. My plan was get all these painted so that I could do the install of the top part of the bike, and then that way the wheels, which are going to take longer, I can do those last. So now it's a waiting game until we can do the install. I was thinking about it, and the wheels were going to need to wait until tomorrow because the stuff needs to cure for a little longer than 2 hours before we mount tires on them. Because you guys, I think I told you earlier in this video, we got Bridgestone Battle Axe S22s to put on it. Thank God, love that freaking tire. So we're going to put those on, but that'll be tomorrow. So we're going to get to the fairings install and get all these gold things onto this poor motorcycle. The bike is not done, but god dog, it looks sick. Look at this. So freaking good. So there's a couple things we can't do right now. Wheels are over there curing. We've got our set of S22s from Bridgestone over there, and I was going to install the gas cap, but the paint is still curing, so we got to be really careful with it. And to install that on the gas cap, you have to like press it down, and I would totally ruin the paint on the gas tank if we did that. So for now, windscreen's on, all fairings are on. On the next day, we will mount the tires and the wheels, get them on the bike, and get the gas tank on, and then we get to see the final product. And the gold wheels are looking good. Here, we'll do a little peeky boy. Look at that! Oh my god, can you guys even see? They look so good, dude. I'm so excited for this. I dedicated this entire video to being a troll with the gold bike. Like, I just thought it would be funny on Instagram.
It's a vibe.
It actually looks good as shit. So, can't wait for tomorrow. Let's go there. Day 6, my friends. Wheels are looking fantastic. They actually turned out great. I personally think I did the best job on the wheels, being an amateur here. So, we got to get those Battle Axe S22s on those wheels. We got to get them balanced and onto the MT10. Then we got to get the gas filler cap on it. And at that point, oh, and the fender. Got to do the front fender.
Yep.
After that bike is done, we finally get to see this thing outside. I am stoked. I hope you guys are. Let's finish up strong. Hey guys, do you notice there's no bike here? You guys gotta see it. Check this MT10 out.
And my friends, that brings us to the end of the MT10 transfer freaking mission. I am bright. So guys, as you saw, we got the windscreen on, we got that new rubber on, and oh my God, the gold turned out so freaking good. I am so excited about it. Might have to take it to my decal guy and get a couple little black decals put on throughout the motorcycle. Thank you guys so much for watching. I think this bike turned out fantastic, but you guys let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it. Overall, it took 6 days for us to get this done between all the prep and all that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit involved of a process, but being able to paint your own bike is a pretty cool situation, especially when you make it freaking gold. You guys let me know what you think about the bike in the comments down below. I'm Chaseontwowheels. Again, if you guys want any of the stuff that we used or installed in today's video, links in the description down below. You guys are awesome. Outro crew, what color would you have painted your motorcycle? Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you like motorcycle content. I'm Chaseontwowheels, and I need to go for a ride. I also need a matching helmet now for sure. Pat says bye, internet.
Bye, internet.